What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to of course be talking about with you guys. This time I want to talk about the recent news that has come out that actually does suggest that the Dallas Mavericks are extremely interested in potentially trading for a guy like Dennis Schroder, and he is currently at the top, one of the top of their boards at the moment. This is all being reported by Jake Fisher of Bleacher Report. Now, I don't necessarily think the Mavericks should go out and get Dennis Schroder. If I was them, I would have full attention on a dude like, Miles Turner at this point, because there is a big bidding war kind of going on right now between the Lakers, the Hornets, and, the Mavericks on who can get Miles Turner to the team. And I really think he should be the guy top of their board, because I actually think he would complement Kristaps and Luka really, really well, because Kristaps just hasn't been that dude that can consistently guard the interior anymore, and big reason why he just can't really play center consistently and why they still start Dwight Powell. And I think it is just a huge upgrade, like a 10 times bigger upgrade, to have Miles Turner starting on your team than Dwight Powell, because again, Miles Turner legitimately does every single thing better than what Dwight Powell does, and again, he adds a lot of interior defense that would help out with the team. And of course, he can space the floor, which would help out with Luka Doncic, etc. So I think he should be at the top of their board. I don't necessarily know why they need Dennis Schroder and why they would actually target him, as basically they've already got Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brunson is actually, I think, one of the most underrated players in the league, and I don't think people realize how great he has been this season. And I don't believe, Jalen Brunson really has many years left on his contract at all, which I think that means that the Mavericks could actually eventually look to potentially, try and trade Jalen Brunson, because this guy's going to be wanting a huge contract, and I think some team out there is definitely going to be looking to, potentially offer it to him. And when you've got a dude like that, coming off your bench, it probably just will be a hard thing. And again, at the time of making this video, I believe that Jalen Brunson will actually, his contract will be ending at the end of the season, which means that maybe they will look to try and trade him, because again, his value is super, super high right now, and he's going to be getting huge contracts. Like, I mean, off the bench, this dude is averaging 16 points per game, 5.6 assists on 34% from three. He's a really, really great scorer off their bench. He's actually started half the games this season. But again, he's also a really, really underrated playmaker. There was a rumor out there that the Knicks would be willing to give a first-round pick, a protected pick, and a solid player for a dude like Jalen Brunson, which is really, really crazy. If you're the Mavericks, and if you could get like a solid dude like Alec Burks, their first-round pick this year, which could probably be like 13 or so, and a future first-round pick, which is protected, that would be actually a really, really good move for them. And then they could actually bring in Dennis Schroder, who wouldn't do near as good as a job, but I think you could get him for like a second-round pick or two, because it looks like the Celtics are really, really trying to shop him. In my opinion, it was an odd move in the first place for the Celtics to sign, Dennis Schroder. I mean, he hasn't even been bad this season. He is still averaging 15.7 points per game, but only 4.5 assists per game on 34% from three. I think going forward, Schroder just needs to realize that his best spot is going to be off the bench, and he needs to be going and playing with some team where he can be a very, very high-pressure dude, just consistently scoring with the ball, similar to a Jordan Clarkson and a 2019 to 20 Dennis Schroder. I think that's what he should be looking to make his game plan. And again, if you're the Dallas Mavericks and you can trade away Jalen Brunson and 2 second-round picks and bring in 2 first-round picks, a dude like Alec Burks and a dude like Dennis Schroder, then you're probably actually looking to do that, because a lot of Dallas Mavericks fans in my comments will say, no, don't trade Jalen Brunson. We would be so stupid to trade Jalen Brunson. And I think a lot of Mavericks fans will even agree with me, because there are a lot of Mavericks fans that don't understand how much this dude is going to be getting offered in free agency. Like, a team like the New York Knicks, who has, tons of cap eventually to spend, especially if they're looking to trade Evan Fournier and that eventually as well, they've got all of that cap to spend. They would look to get in a dude like him. You got the Houston Rockets, who are still, I think, looking for that point guard, because Kevin Porter Jr. has really disappointed at times. They're going to be offering, I think, a big contract as well. And these contracts could legitimately be like 18 to 20 million a year, just to lure him away from the Mavericks, and because of how much upside this guy, does have for the team. So many of those teams, the Philadelphia 76ers, they'll be looking to do a sign and trade for him. I don't think that really too many teams have cap in the offseason, so it's going to be weird to see how that goes. But Jalen Brunson, he's going to be a dude that a lot of teams want. The Knicks, I think, are interested in him, which will probably be a separate video on from my point of view. But again, Dennis Schroder to the Mavericks, he would add a lot, but I only think this is if you were to trade away Jalen Brunson for a bunch of first-round picks, because he's an expiring deal. If you're the Mavericks and you do think he's a part of your, start, because the money he's going to get, he's going to have to start, right? You can't be paying a dude like him, I think, $20 million per season to come off your bench. Like, he's going to have to start for the team. I think he's been starting a lot more recently. The Mavericks are 8-2, and I think if they were to get a dude like Miles Turner and re-sign Brunson, they'd be going alright. And again, Jalen Brunson's still only 25, and he's getting better and better every single year. Like, his stats just keep going up. So if you're them, what I would do is lock up Jalen Brunson, I think, for the $20 million a year. Start him consistently. And I don't even think Hardaway off the bench is that bad of an idea. And then I think go out and get a dude like Miles Turner, and then this team should be fine. Like, having Brunson at point, Luka at shooting guard, Finney Smith at small forward, Kristaps at power forward, and Turner at center, with a bench that looks like maybe Maxi Kleber, Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway, Reggie Bullock, Marquise Chris or whatever, Boban if they keep him, Josh Green, Moses Brown, whatever it may be. That should be a team that I think eventually competes for that championship. But again, if they think that there is a huge chance that Jalen Brunson wants to go on free agency and they want to trade him away, I do actually think that Schroder would be a pretty nice guy to get. But that's only if you're going to bring him as a pressure dude off the bench that's going to, be a heavy scorer. Which could be an issue because it looks like they're already looking to play Tim Hardaway like that. But I think if they were to eventually trade Brunson, you would probably assume that Tim Hardaway would rejoin that starting lineup. But again, you just feel like a dude like Tim Hardaway and Schroder should both be coming off the bench. And both of them coming off the bench would kind of defeat the purpose of playing with each other, because both of them should have the ball in their hands like 100% of the time off the bench, trying to score as much as they can and as efficiently as they can. So again, that really defeats the purpose in my opinion. So that's a really, really tough one that I think we're going to eventually have to see how that, of course, does unfold as well. But again, in my opinion, if you're the Celtics, do you even just say, let's ride it out with Schroder? Because eventually when the Celtics actually get a, starting point guard caliber dude, it's like, if I was them, I'd be looking to trade away Marcus Smart. And, Josh Richardson and that are all expiring. I'd be looking to get a dude like Ricky Rubio or something in free agency. And if I had to trade up Marcus Smart, I know a lot of Celtics fans might disagree with me on that, but I would even look at that. Like, if you're going to try and overpay Ricky Rubio, I wouldn't even mind that. But even a dude like Jalen Brunson for this Celtics team would be really cool. I think he has the really nice capacity to be awesome on this Celtics team. And then again, off the bench, you could maybe keep Schroder, sign him for a long-term deal, which pays him like $6 million per season over 2 or 3 years. Then I think that would be a really nice fit for the team. But again, I just don't think Schroder should be starting in the NBA. And I don't think the Mavericks should be going out and getting him unless they, of course, potentially, trade away Brunson, which I don't think they should do. And I think they should maybe lock him up for a lot of money. But hey, a lot of teams will be trying to get him. So again, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA news and NBA content. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/long channels, and comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you guys think that the Dallas Mavericks should be interested in a dude like Dennis Schroder? Do you guys think they shouldn't? Of course, definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.